What's up guys, my name is JDCoat5 and welcome back to yourself another video of the FC25 Tenerife career mode. Before we do get into this video, if you haven't done so already, please hit that like button, don't forget to also hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit that notification button so you never miss a video. We start off today's episode with a huge tie at home against Bayer Leverkusen. We managed to get ourselves through to the next round against Slavia Prague. Can we do it against the German giants in Bayer Leverkusen? This is the lineup up there as we start. In goal, Malagon, back four of Cancelo, Spiliez, Bisek and Rodriguez, Iqbal, Rig and Ndumbo, and then James on the left, Liso on the right, and Aguilar as your lone striker. Looking forward to this particular game. It's going to be an interesting one, in fairness. Also a tough team to play against. They've got a very good side in this particular save of career mode. Also Florian Ritz finding his teammate Victor Boniface there on the ball as he looks to be able to see what he can do at this moment in time. Back to Ritz it goes, now to Gavi, the former Barca man there, with an opportunity to get a shot off on one of the teammates there, as you can see. Decent kind of dispossessing there, as you can see, as opportunity for Rig to play over to the right hand side of Liso as an Aguilar makes the run there. Liso looking for the run once again here, but he finds Ndumbo in a decent bit of space there, and he's done well in fairness, but he has been dispossessed as it falls out to Mike Magnon there, the former AC Milan keeper, the French international, manning the sticks today. Camavinga now, the former Real Madrid man. They've had a super side in this side, that's for sure. This is not going to be easy there with Sawyer on the ball. Opportunity to find Boniface, and that is a very, very good opportunity, and unfortunately it just couldn't be converted. And very fortunate that it wasn't, because that was a very, very good chance, I have to say. How that did not go in, I am not really too sure, in fairness. But continuing on, the 13 minutes being played in this tie. Decent challenge initially from Rig, but it still means they are in possession, unfortunately, as they now look to travel with the ball. Opportunity to be able to create here. Asua plays it over to Ritz. Ritz into the box, he finds a teammate once again, and that is shots blocked from Spiliez, as now Daniel James looks to be able to keep it in play, and he hasn't been able to do so, and it is a Leverkusen throw-in. Leverkusen take the throw straight away there. Back to Hoffman it goes with an opportunity to find a teammate, and he does exactly that. Now Camavinga on the ball as Iqbal makes us foot out, but once again we just can't seem to get hold of possession. Opportunity for Leverkusen, ball into the area, Boniface, it's Florian Ritz, and that is a super save from Malagon, I have to say, falling out to David Rodriguez on the right hand side. Now over to Chris Rig in the middle. This game has been very, very kind of impactful in terms of the attack that Bayer Leverkusen have been able to possess so far in this particular tie, that is for sure. As you can see, we just can't really seem to get into that final third and do anything with it. We seem to get into the positions but just don't seem to do enough with it, and that's been our downfall, that's for sure. Continuing on further though, as you can see, an opportunity lies here. As you can see, an opportunity is really growing here, and that is a super save from Malagon, looking to play it out to David Rodriguez, and he clears his line. It's not exactly been the strongest of starts for ourselves, I have to say, but we look to create an opportunity for this moment here as Ndumbo plays it over to Adrian Liso in a decent bit of space. He cuts in on the left with an opportunity to offload it to a teammate there, and he does well to get into the position that he's actually in there with an opportunity to get it into the box. He's found Aguilar, just can't seem to get the most finest of shot off as it is blocked, but into the corner it goes there, and Bisek with a really good opportunity to do something with the header, but not to be, as the rain pours down in Tenerife. Another corner to be taken as Daniel James whips the ball into the air. It's Bisek once again there, but a lovely clearance from the keeper, but it falls back out to Daniel James with an opportunity to get the ball into the area. He finds Aguilar to Bisek, he's got the goal, he has scored. He might have submitted a transfer request at some point, but he hasn't seemed to have gone whatsoever, and he still remains a Tenerife player, and he's just made it Tenerife 1, Leverkusen 0. That was unexpected, that's for sure. What a finish that was for on the right foot, hitting it into the top corner. No stopping that one by any means whatsoever, and we are now in front. Didn't exactly expect so, because Leverkusen have definitely started stronger of the two, I have to say. By no means they should be in front. We just have seemed to kind of take our chances and kind of go on from there, in fairness, and I'm really glad that we have, because we're in a great position into the second half now. But Leverkusen fighting back there, but a lovely challenge from Rodriguez. Finds himself onto the right flank there for Adrian Liso to create an opportunity potentially. As you can see, he's striding with the ball very far there with an opportunity to get even further forward. Aguilar's in support, he finds his man. He also finds Daniel James. What a goal, what a goal. Tenerife 2, Leverkusen 0, and we are cruising in this Champions League tie all of a sudden. How, I'm not too sure, but we'll definitely take it, that's for certain. Daniel James makes it with a 2-goal advantage now in this Champions League tie that could potentially put us on to another big step in the competition, being the semi-finals. I didn't feel like I would ever be saying that anytime soon, that's for sure, but a lovely finish from Daniel James as it nestles into the back of the net. Mike Magnon nowhere near that one, that's for sure, and we have now got a 2-goal advantage, but we've still got 20 minutes left to play in this tie. Anything can happen. Bayer Leverkusen can still get themselves into it and give themselves a fighting chance there as Gavi on the ball, finding a teammate Camavinga. Over to Hoffman it goes there. Opportunity created as Boniface looks to back heel it. Interception made from Bissek, and we now look to steer clear as David Rodriguez there looks for an opportunity to find Chris Rigg. Rigg in the middle now. Switching play over to Cancelo as he does a lovely flick over to Zidane Iqbal. Iqbal to Ndumbo. Good passing so far from Tenerife. Just past the halfway line now as Daniel James picks it up. He finds a teammate in decent bit of space, but he can't seem to get the pass off as what he would wanted. With still 77 minutes on the clock. 12 minutes left to play roughly as we look to be able to solidify the win that we've currently got right in front of us as João Cancelo gets stuck in with the challenge. Over it goes to Daniel James. Daniel James into the box. He squares it to Aguilar. Aguilar one-on-one and he puts it into the back of the net. It's Tenerife 3, Leverkusen 0, and Aguilar celebrates in a fine fashion, that's for sure. I can't believe it. We are 3-0 up in this Champions League tie. To think in our first leg against Sparta Prague, we absolutely failed and flopped. And now we are coming out on top in this first leg against Leverkusen in absolute brilliant numbers, that's for sure. Substitutions there. Asen Hadji comes onto the pitch for Aguilar. Pereira on for Ndumbo, as well as you can see, changes of her Cruz coming on for James. And in the middle for the last one being Diarra for Zidane Iqbal. Haven't got long left to play, but we just want to see the game out now, in fairness, and give a few minutes to the team players that don't normally seem to be able to kind of jump onto the pitch as much as they would like to. That's for sure. But Gabriel Martinelli there gets the ball into the area. Boniface does look to challenge it, and we have to get it clear as it goes out for a corner kick. 8 minutes and 1 goal would still be vital going on to the second leg as the ball is whipped into the area. Bissek with the clearance. It's a great block. It's Cancelo. It's Malagon, and it falls into Malagon's hands, thankfully, there as we look to go on the attack ourselves. There was João Cancelo trying to play a ball over, but intercepted initially there straight away as Terrier picks it up for Leverkusen. Opportunity on the right as Jonathan David now strides forward, and they've brought on a lot of good substitutes, that's for sure, as the ball's whipped into the area. Spilius clears initially there as João Cancelo gets past Davids of an opportunity to get to Cruz. Cruz now to Diarra. Diarra striding forward. Potential run to be created for the fourth. You don't know. You never know. Dela Pereira now over to a teammate potentially. He finds Senhaji. Senhaji can't get the touch off. Really, really poor stuff there from Yanis not to be on that occasion. That's for sure as we still remain in possession. João Cancelo plays it round the back to David Rodriguez. Rodriguez now over to the right of Liso. Good play so far from Tenerife there with an opportunity to potentially be created there as Pereira looks to get the ball into the area. It's a decent enough ball, but does nothing to really be created from that moment in time there as we now have +1 on the clock at the 90. João Cancelo makes an interception layer up the pitch. He lies to find a teammate but just can't be done in that moment. +1 has gone. The full-time whistle has been blown and it's Tenerife 3, Leverkusen 0 as we go into the second leg in fine form and in fine fashion. Really, really good first leg performance and a massive statement made to potentially get ourselves into the semi-final of the Champions League. It's a good step in the right direction. We just need to follow it through in the second leg, and it's a tough ask, but at the same time we're definitely able to achieve something like that, that's for sure. Aratz Aguilar with the plaudits in that moment in time for the goal that he did get against Bayer Leverkusen. Have to say overall as a team we were pretty solid in fairness, and we did what was needed with Bissek getting a goal before half time, Aguilar also getting another goal, and I just felt like we really performed in a decent way, that's for sure. Hats off to everyone that was on the pitch, and a massive, massive win, that is for sure. As we have our second game of the episode, Sevilla now we face away from home. Opportunities to be created for ourselves to get another 3 points at this moment in time. Still trying to put a title charge on as well as go for the Champions League. It would be a very historic double, that's for sure, as well as winning the Super Cup. So it could be a treble. It would be really interesting if we can get ourselves over the line and be in a good position, that's for sure. But Malagon in goal. Back four of Hall, Kouassi, Valentini and Mikic. Midfield of Buadidi, Alvarez and Ruiz. Left hand side we've got Cruz. Right hand side we've got Amidialo. And up front we have Geraldo Becker. It's going to be a tough game, this really is. It's going to be an interesting game, that's for sure. So let's see what we can do in this moment in time. Sevilla have always been a good opponent of ours. They haven't really competed as much as they would probably want to in the Liga so far this season, but they look to create enough chance straight away here, as you can see. But Mikic strong in the challenge, finding his teammate Carlos Alvarez. Over goes Geraldo Becker there with an opportunity to find Luzmi Cruz. Luzmi Cruz has been found there, loved cutting on the left. He finds a teammate in Becker. Becker's got a chance here. He cuts inside. He looks for the shot, but shot just doesn't seem to come off as much as he would want it to be, and the falls into into the keeper's hand at that moment in time there as he kicked it out of play there. As you can see, an opportunity created straight away as Marcelo Ruiz dispossessed as he finds Amad Diallo over to Becker. The lofted ball looked very opportunistic, but unfortunately not to be created anything in there. But we do get a corner, a chance potentially from the corner. Cruz whips into the ball there in the area. Valentini is there. Header is struck, but not to be anything on that occasion as the keeper can't seem to latch onto it. Alvarez wins the header, finding it onto Kouassi at the edge of the area. He nods it onto Marcelo Ruiz there, and a thumping effort just straying wide. If that would have fallen into the back of the net, it would have been a thunder strike. Not to be on that occasion though, as we still remain 0-0 as we have 10 minutes in the game after a lovely flick over. Luzmi Cruz finds Carmona there. He switches his man and he looks to find a teammate, but Lewis Hall getting strong on the challenge there as Alvarez picks the ball up in the middle, lofting the ball over to Geraldo Becker. Poor touch means Becker's dispossessed there, and Carmona back in possession on the right hand side, finding his teammate in the middle. Delinga now picks up the ball for Sevilla. Initial decent turn from Kouassi there, but as you can see, Kouassi gets stuck in with the challenge and he does well as he strides with the ball past the halfway line. Cuts inside, striker S there as he looks to find a teammate and he finds Geraldo Becker. A lot of support, but Becker fancies it on his own there. It's Geraldo Becker! Oh, good opportunity taken there. Unfortunately, not for us, it was for the keeper because he made a great save, that's for sure. Luzmi Cruz now with the ball into the area. Valentini is there, and that is a very, very good opportunity, but the header just straying wide. Tenerife really knocking on the door at this moment in time, and you can feel like this is going to be a chance for ourselves to get in front, but we still have to maintain our core at the back also, as Valentini strong in the challenge there, using his height and presence with the thick of it of the challenge there as Geraldo Becker finds Amad Diallo on the right hand side. He cuts it on the left, a lovely stride there as he loops it over. What a ball, what a chest down, and what a finish. Sevilla 0, Tenerife 1, and Geraldo Becker opens up the scoring in this Liga tie there after a heavy dominance in the first half. A very good opportunity to take the lead, and we've done it with flying colours, and I'm very happy that we have done so because it's very deserved, that's for sure. Ball whipped into the area was perfect from Amad Diallo. He tests it down, he's still got the time to thump it, and he's done exactly that past the keeper. Into the bottom corner it went, and we are now in front in this tie. A very, very good opportunity taken, that's for sure. Plenty have fallen to us in the first half, but it hasn't seemed to be that we've been able to take them, but this time round we have, and this time round we are 1-0 up. Plenty to build on and plenty to happen in this tie, that's for sure, but Geraldo Becker means business as he wins the ball back straight off the kickoff. He turns his man and rams himself into the area, and if I say he scored from now, you think I'll be joking, but I'm not, and it's Tenerife 2, Sevilla 0. Geraldo Becker celebrates in front of the home support 30 seconds after getting the previous goal to make it 1-0. Unbelievable stuff from Becker, winning the ball back, and he completely annihilates the defence. Sevilla don't know what they've hit him, in fairness. Unbelievable impact from Geraldo Becker, and this is exactly what we want from our strikers, that's for sure. Never thought he would be meaning such a big presence to this side, but he is, and he's doing a fine job at it, that's for sure. With 23 minutes on the clock, Sevilla have yet to really create a number of opportunities at this moment in time, as they have shell-shocked from the 2-0 defeat at this moment, as they look to create an opportunity. Carmona finds Delinga, a great save from Malagon, and that's the first great opportunity for Sevilla wasted there as Luzmi Cruz picks it up on the left-hand side, finding Carlos Alvarez straight away as he plays it into the gap of Luzmi Cruz. Cruz now striding forward, Geraldo Becker in support, he's on a hat-trick bearing in mind, and if he can find him that'd be great, but Luzmi Cruz fancies it all in by himself, and unfortunately it's not his goal, but it is a goal. It's Sevilla 0, Tenerife 3. It's bounced off of the goalkeeper, I'm pretty sure, and that will go down as an own goal as he celebrates in front of the home sport in a very, very good fashion. We all know what that's about, and I'm actually very surprised we're in this sort of position at this moment in time in the game because it was very unexpected, that's for sure. A lovely finish, but unfortunately it just come off of the other player to mean it will be an own goal, and it won't count solely as his, unfortunately. A lovely run into the area, and as you can see, he gets the initial shot off, and as he does, it falls off the defender. Not to be a goalkeeper's own goal, it is a defender's own goal, and Carmona is on the score sheet but on the wrong side of it. Tenerife 3-0 up after 30 minutes. You can only believe that 3 points are already on the table for ourselves, in fairness, but you can never tempt fate. Anything can happen, but in the form that we're in at this moment in time, there could be more goals from our side as Becker there with an opportunity, just getting denied from the keeper as they look to fall out for a corner there. Fuentes picks it up, but a lovely interception from Cruz there as he picks it up with a lovely bit of running, but he is dispossessed, but it will be a corner, and Tenerife still remain in possession at this moment in time. Their corner to be taken from Amad Diallo. Good ball in would be lovely. Ball is in there. Valentini is there. What a goal. Valentini getting his second of the season. It's Sevilla 0, Tenerife 4 as he celebrates there. What a lump he is. He is huge, Valentini. It's unbelievable. I'm surprised we haven't seen more corner goals from himself, in fairness, but he's leaped up on that particular time, nestling off of the crossbar, and you can only feel like that's Sevilla right dead in the water. Lovely ball into the area from Amad Diallo. It's very rare that we score from corners, in fairness, and when we do, it's always nice, in fairness. I love the ball into the area, and Valentini just leaps up for it. The keeper's nowhere to be seen. seen at that moment. I feel like he's kind of a little bit too small and he doesn't really react quick enough, unfortunately, for himself. But we have got a 4-goal advantage. What more could you want in this particular tie? We've represented ourselves so well, in fairness, and we've done really well in the job that we've been able to take part in. I didn't actually expect us, as I mentioned, to be in this sort of position because Sevilla have beaten us on a few occasions, to be honest, but not today. It seems as Mikic picks the ball up on the right hand side. He finds Amid Diallo in space there. He looks to play it over to Becker, and he does. Becker's on a hat trick, bearing in mind, and he fancies it himself here as he's going to do so, and he skips it into the back of the net. And this is so easy now. Sevilla 0, Tenerife 5. We are walking away with this, and it's a completely whitewash against a very strong Spanish side. I really didn't expect to have this such a great lead and already say that we've got a half-time hat-trick at this moment. Geraldo Becker with a lovely finish there, poking it past the keeper into the bottom corner. Very easy does it, that's for sure. And Sevilla kicking off for another time in this fixture. They would have not want to have done this whatsoever, and this is an absolute embarrassment of the club, that's for sure, as Valentini wins the ball back straight away. This is one-way traffic. Carlos Alvarez now striding forward, finding Luismi Cruz on the left-hand side. Opportunity for Cruz to whip it in there. He cuts inside. He does so well. He finds Becker and he gets another goal. It's so lucky, but it's Sevilla that 0, Tenerife 6. This might be the quickest way that we've ever been able to score goals in such a quick fashion and so on. It's unbelievable, in fairness. I have really been shocked the way that we've been able to play football at this moment in time. This is an absolute mammoth of a performance, and this is another big statement here from the club, that's for sure, to be able to say why we should be in this football league and why we should be potentially winning it. And I think it actually will count as a Becker goal because it lastly went off him, but the keeper's aided him massively at this moment in time. And we've got a 6-goal advantage before the half-time whistle's even been blown. How many goals is this game going to end up with? Yang Mink Hook there trying to find a teammate. He finds the Linger, plays it back over to Peke, and it's going to be a goal. I think it's going to be a consolation goal even with 45 minutes to play. I'm surprised they've even celebrated it, in fairness. It's Sevilla 1, Tenerife 6. A lapse in concentration mean that Sevilla go up the other end and score. There's not really much celebration from the fans, and what do you expect? It's been a poor performance from the top to bottom for themselves, and there's a lot to look at in terms of what they haven't been able to put on display, that's for sure. And it's really interesting that because they're just not seeming to kind of be capable of doing anything at this moment in time. And now into the second half we do go as Kamana phones Dillinger. Maybe a bit of momentum, but surely they can't get 5 goals in a row to be able to draw back levels. The ball is whipped into the area. It's a very good opportunity, but Malagong comes to the rescue and we get rid of danger. Substitution there as Sanaji comes on for Geraldo Becker, as we also bring on Rob Cameron for Marcel Ruiz. Alvarez coming off the pitch for Dylan Pereira as he now wears the captain's armband, with an opportunity to just kind of freshen the game up, in fairness. Get a few players on that don't really play. We know that Becker's got X amount of goals now, so he doesn't need any more. Liso to the right hand side of Amadialo, and then even further forward there on, then we make some more substitutions there because we just can. We've got one more substitution to make, so we might as well. And we want to save some top players for the next few games, that's for sure. So we're going to bring off the vital players that we feel that will be selected in our next games, and that was definitely something that I kind of looked at going forward because it's something that we need to do. So Agroni did come onto the pitch for Noah Mikic. They get a little bit of a run there, as you can see, as Valentini's put under a lot of pressure at that moment in time. He's done really well at the same time finding Agroni. Agroni to Cameron there, as you can see, as he holds the ball up. The first pass is dispossessed, but it goes back to Cameron. Now, as you can see, Valentini just playing it around themselves, and this game's pretty much done and dusted. We don't need to do massive pointers from this point onwards, in fairness. Even if we were to concede another 2 or 3 goals, I wouldn't be fast. We might concede one here, but they just can't seem to score. An open net miss from Sevilla, and that pretty much sums up their fixture, in fairness, as we look to be able to create one opportunity potentially, as Martin's now on the ball for Sevilla there with an opportunity on the left hand side. He finds Delinga. It's been very poor from Sevilla, I have to say. Even getting that one goal in the first half, it wasn't exactly a massive thing to be spoken about after conceding 6, and they do get another one there. Sevilla 2, Tenerife 6, but exactly that. It's not exactly anything important. We're not even going to care to watch the replay. We know what the final score is going to be, and we know what this performance has done for our confidence. 6 goals against Sevilla there, as we managed to come out on top in Sevilla 2, Tenerife 6. A massive 3 points on the road, and as well as a massive bump up in our goal difference, which could be a big matter when it comes near to the end of the season if we're still competing with Real Madrid at that point in time. So yeah, every little counts, and I hope that kind of puts us in a good direction going forward, that's for sure. But we shall see. It's a big time for ourselves now to kind of go further forward from this and kind of bring this into the next games that we've currently got going. We've got Bayer Leverkusen in our next game, so let's see what we can do, and let's see if we can get another result. Team of the Week was released, and Sherrod Becker, Amad Diallo, Valentini all was in the Team of the Week, which is always nice to see. It's always nice when you've got a few Tenerife players representing you, that's for sure. I feel like they very much deserved it with the recent performance they put in against Sevilla, and it's a massive confident boost to their morale going forward. But this is a massive game now, the second leg of the game against Bayer Leverkusen, and you can think, well, yeah, but you're 3-0 up. It's not the point. It's a massive game. It's a huge game. If they get their first goal, then this could potentially be a massive difference in what could be doing going forward in this tie, that's for sure. We're looking for a lot of response from themselves. They're going to be on the back foot as well because we're going to want to get a result, but at the same time we need to do what's needed, and we need to be able to kind of get that first goal potentially to then kind of go further forward on and then just kind of solidify this result. And this means if we were to be victorious, we will be in the semi-final of the Champions League, which was a massive place for us to be. That's where we belong. I feel like that's where we belong because we are absolutely living up to that sort of expectation at this moment in time with the performances that we are putting in as a club, and maybe it's just coming at the right time. As you can see, we've put a very strong lineup out, as strong as we could possibly do at this moment in time. And as I mentioned, yes, we've got a 3-goal advantage, but that's not going to matter at this point in time because at the end of the day, we need to get a job done, and a job is going to be done through the players that we're putting on the pitch and the performance that we are going to be putting in. Bayer Leverkusen get themselves kick-started, and they're going to be nervous. They know what to expect. They know what they're going to be coming under, but at the same time, they know what they're capable of. They've got a very good side, and they're going to try and display that in this game against ourselves with a home game as well, bearing in mind. So they've got the fans behind them, and they look to create a chance straight away there as Madigan's brought into action as David Rodriguez there plays it out to the right-hand side of Marcel Ruiz. Super safe from Madigan as we look to go up the other end there, and it's a counter-attacking option. Geraldo Becker's broken the defence. He's broken De Ligt. Matthias De Ligt can't catch him, and Geraldo Becker gets the goal. It's Leverkusen 0, Tenerife 1, and it's 4-0 on aggregate. This is not exactly the start that they would have been hoping for whatsoever. An absolute capitulation at the back as we sit to hit them on the break after a very good start from Bayer Leverkusen, creating a chance straight away, but it wasn't to be for themselves. A lovely finish from Geraldo Becker. How he's done that, I'm not too sure, but he's nestled it into the bottom corner, and we are now in front. We was always got a 3-goal advantage on aggregate, but we're in front on the night, and let's hope we can build on it there as Bayer Leverkusen slightly shocked at this moment in time of wondering what's happening, as you can tell, as Hoffman now playing it into the area. Potential option for Gavi there to get it forward. He gets himself into the area. He finds Britz's Boniface. Super save from Madigan once again there as Bisek looks to clear, but he's dispossessed as Boniface gets stuck in, but so does Bisek, and he concedes the corner. Unbelievable save from Madigan that was at that moment in time. How he actually got to that, I'm not too sure. Leverkusen still in search of their first goal of the whole two-legged games as they look to play it short from the corner, but they actually play it deep there. Cancelo with the initial clearance as it falls out to Rodriguez. Now over to Daniel James as he strides forward. Counter-attack potentially as we run with the ball further. Zidane Iqbal there looking to stride even further forward, looking to find a teammate potentially. Geraldo Becker in support also there as Zidane Iqbal does really well. He gets inside, he finds Geraldo Becker, he takes his touch, he finds his teammate Amad Diallo. Leverkusen 0, Tenerife 2. It's 5-0 on aggregate, and it looks to be that we're going to be booking our place in the semi-final of the Champions League. Lovely move from Iqbal there to cut inside to find Geraldo Becker. He puts it straight onto Amad Diallo. He takes his touch and he toe pokes it onto the bottom corner. No stopping that one whatsoever, and we've gained such a big advantage now. So even if they were to have got a few goals, then you can only believe that it won't be enough to get themselves over the line there. Daniel James there losing out on the pass, but he gets stuck in on the challenge. Fair play to him actually, because then he picks the ball up on the right hand side. Hoffman now looking to stride further forward potentially there as he puts it onto the right. And once again, opportunity be created there. You never know because they're striding forward. Florian Ritz now, he knows where the goal is and he's turned his man. He finds Boniface, and that's a power shot of dreams. It breaks the back of the net. Tenerife have conceded a goal in this two-legged game. It's Leverkusen 1, Tenerife 2, but it's 5-1 in aggregate. You can only feel like the game is still too far away for them to really do anything at this moment in time, and you can only believe at this moment that we still got it in the bag. But you never know. We've seen different things at times, and they might be stemming the comeback, but we get ourselves kicked off there. Zidane Iqbal playing it over to Daniel James on the left-hand side. We have an opportunity to find Geraldo Becker, and he does find him there. As you can see, we stride further forward with Geraldo Becker in support of many others, but he takes it upon himself, but he just puts it wide there. Really, really got an opportunity to do something in that moment, but he just couldn't seem to get the finish off, unfortunately, and we still are in the same sort of scoreline at this moment in time. I didn't expect to even be at this sort of kind of I don't know what to expect with this team, but I just didn't expect to be at this point in time, and we nearly extend the lead once again there after Carlos Alvarez does a lovely bit of individual work, but once again just straying past the post in that moment of time. Looking back on the replay, it's not that far whatsoever, and I just don't even know what's going on in this tie. In fairness, it's been an absolute mega tie. Mike Magnon there from the goal kick there, looking to find Florian Ritz on the left hand side, but lovely header from Rodriguez, nodding it on to Amadiallo. Amadiallo cuts inside. It's a decent block there from the Leverkusen defence there as Ruiz locks onto it, finding Zidane Iqbal, trying to get the shot off potentially, but not to be, as Leverkusen dispossess the midfield there with an opportunity to stride forward, and they do exactly that there. Victor Boniface making the run, and you can see also there is pretty much a lot of red shirts in the box, and one of them's Hoffman there over to Martinelli. It's Martinelli to Ritz, and they've got another goal. It's Leverkusen 2, Tenerife 2. It's 5-2 on aggregate though. We've still got a 3-goal advantage. Panic stations not to be pressed just yet. Still a very good finish there from the attacker, as you can see, as he nestles it into the bottom corner. But at this moment in time in this tie, you can only feel like we're still in the driver's seat. But 55 minutes on the clock there. Boniface striding forward as Bisek looks to catch up and try and stick a foot in. It's a great save from Malagon, and an even better clearance from Rodriguez as it falls to Daniel James, as we look to be able to stem an attack off of that bit of moment there. As Zidane Iqbal finds Geraldo Becker. Becker now looking to find Zidane Iqbal once again. Iqbal is found there. He turns his man. He looks to find Becker. It's a lovely assist potentially, because it is an assist and it is a goal. Leverkusen 2, Tenerife 3, and now we extend our league by 4 goals on the aggregate, because it is 2-6 on aggregate. No stopping us now, that's for sure. I feel like we're well in the driver's seat to be able to get ourselves into the line and get ourselves in our first ever semi-final of the Champions League. We are taking this club to the highest of heights, that's for sure. What we now, our 3rd season in? Yeah, 3rd season in, and we're doing bits. We really are. I feel like we're really achieving. No, we're 4 seasons in. I don't even know how many seasons in at this moment in time. No, we're 4 seasons in. Yeah, I had to correct myself at that moment in time. 3 or 4 seasons in, wherever it is. But now, as you can see, 60 minutes on the clock. As you can see, Jonathan David now over to the right-hand side. He looks to be able to get a ball in. They've got so many good players by Leverkusen at the same time. So you would expect at this point that they would be absolutely dominating. But Managon's sharp on his feet there, once again making a top save as Florian Ritz looks to play a ball into the box potentially. And he does exactly that as Gavi now picks it up. He finds Ritz in a decent bit of space. He turns his man. Opportunity potentially as he cuts inside. It's a good move in fairness. Florian Ritz now looking to get a ball into the area there, and he does exactly that, finding Gavi. Gavi now with a potential shot, and he gets a shot off, and a lovely take from Malagon, but it is a goal. Leverkusen 3, Tenerife 3, and it's now 3-6 on aggregate. We've got 63 minutes on the clock. You can only feel like it's still too little too late for themselves to realistically get anything out of this tie, but it's a very good finish nevertheless, and they still have showed some fight in this game with scoring 3 goals. They've done much better compared to the first leg, you have to say, but unfortunately at the moment in time and the disadvantage they had going into this particular leg, they needed this without the goals that we scored. So unfortunately it just hasn't been for them for the night. But on the 20th minute left in this tie, as you can see, Ritz now trying to get a shot off, and he does exactly that. That one just straying wide, and maybe if that went in, then you could potentially be saying at this moment in time that there'd be some threats caused, that's for sure, but not to be on an occasion, as João Cancelo looks to play over to the left of Daniel James. He plays a 1-2 there to Geraldo Becker. James picks the ball back up there, as you can see. He cuts inside, looks to get a play off there potentially, as he can't seem to do so though, as Diarra looks to be able to scoot back over. Now as you can see, Camavinga on the ball for Bayer Leverkusen, as he looks to be able to get a run in, potentially an opportunity to be created, but no, Amad Diallo intercepting the ball there with 75 minutes on the clock. We play it through the middle and he play it nicely. Zidane Iqbal, he finds Geraldo Becker. Becker over to Daniel James, he looks to cut inside. It's a great opportunity but not to be taken on that occasion, as it is getting played out of the areas. Martinelli now picks it up, finding his teammate Jonathan David. Jonathan David now running with the ball with an opportunity to be creating a fourth. You never know, but the pass should have been quicker and it would have been nicer if it was sooner. But Malagon with a save, and unfortunately for them, that was all she wrote. Leverkusen 3, Tenerife 3 on the night, but it was 3-6 on aggregate, and that means the Canary side push through to the semi-finals of the Champions League. An unbelievable tie against a great German side, and I wish them all the best the rest of the season. I have to say that I didn't expect to be in this border position whatsoever, but we are, and we're doing very well at it at the same time. So just continue what we're doing, and then hoping in time that potentially we could be very much one of the best European teams out there. Simulation game against Legans after that, and we actually got a 2-1 victory in that also. So things are looking on the up for us. Alvarez and Liso with a goal there, so really, really looking good. And I feel like when we're coming near to the end of the season, we're kind of putting on a big show, that's for sure. Two simulations there as we now face Villarreal at home, and it's a big victory, a 2-1 victory. Villarreal in the top 5 at this moment in time, so a solid victory of Amidiallo and Sharada Becker getting on the score sheet to once again claim all 3 points. Now, let's look at the La Liga table, looking to the bottom, and then we will work ourselves up to the top. Las Palmas have got 2 wins on the board now. It doesn't seem to be enough. I feel like they'll still get relegated at this point in time because we are moving ourselves into April, and we are moving ourselves into the top spot. Tenerife are top, played 33, won 27, drawn 2, and lost 4. Real Madrid have slipped up. They're on 79 points, and we are 4 points ahead. Bear in mind, though, there's a game in hand. So that technically if they win, they're only a point ahead. We're only a point ahead. But we are ahead. And that's what means the most. We're in a position where we are now top compared to where we were. So big strides made. And let's see if we can hold that particular spot. But we'll have to wait until the next episode, because I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. Please like and subscribe for more content. And don't forget to also hit that notification button so you never miss a video. Cheers.